Baking is one of the oldest crafts in the world, and Scotland is home to many iconic baking products, including morning rolls, Scotch pies, bridies, oat cakes, and of course shortbread. Millions of fresh bakery products are produced across Scotland on a daily basis, and there are hundreds of family businesses stretching all the way from Stranraer to the Shetlands. Way back in 1891, the Scottish Association of Master Bakers was created. Its motto, "For the good of all," is still as relevant today as it was back then 125 years ago. The very first meeting took place at the Royal British Hotel in Edinburgh with the first president of the association, J.W. Mackey. The SAMB yearbooks were published continuously from 1893 to 2009, when it was replaced with an annual report. Back in 1896, the British Baker, published by Maclaren and Son, became the association's official journal. This relationship continued until 1990 with the introduction of the Scottish Baker. Currently, the President and Chief Executive of Scottish Bakers contribute to British Bakers' Reporting In column twice per year. In 1898, SAMB established a benevolent fund to support bakers and bakery sector employees who fall on hard times. In 1906, the Bakery School opened in the New Glasgow College and was the only school to offer full-time courses. In 1987, SAMB Bake-Its training scheme launched, which heralded the introduction of national and Scottish vocational qualifications that could be achieved in the workplace. Past President George Stephenson was appointed chairman of the baking industry body tasked with developing the national work-based standards and for developing the SAMB training programme Rising to the Challenge. In 2006, SAMB opened a new training centre at Matheson's Bakery in Larbert by Sir John Ward, Chairman of Scottish Enterprise. In 2014, we rebranded our training division to be National Food and Drink Training and are providing food and drink apprenticeships across the UK food and drink sector. 2016 has seen the launch of the James Allen Bakery Academy, which is an online learning resource which integrates a qualifications platform and high-quality learning content. In 1903, the headquarters were moved to the offices of the Edinburgh Bread Committee. The headquarters moved another few times until finally in 2013 we bought our new office, Baker's House in Dunfermline. In 1912, the Coming of Age Conference celebrated 21 years of the SAMB. From 1969 to 2008, an annual conference was held in the Peebles Hydro. 1991 marked the centenary year conference, and in 2013 it moved to the Crown Plaza Hotel in Glasgow and has grown to include an exhibition, business content and an awards ceremony. During the First World War, Vaux Bakery opened to provide bread for the Navy based off Shetlands. In 1930, bread slicers were introduced in large bakeries and sliced bread became available for sale. In 1941, calcium was added to flour to prevent rickets. In 1942, the Federation of Bakers was formed to assist the wartime production and distribution of bread. The SAMB has a series of part-time company secretaries, and in 1953 this became a full-time chief executive role. James Dandy was appointed and held the position for 30 years, during which time he wrote The History of the Baxters, a detailed account of the bakery sector in Scotland. The next chief executive was John Leffley, who served from 1983 to 1989. Then Ian Hay from 1989 to 2001, who became president in 2001. Kirk Hunter was then appointed on a part-time basis, and in 2010 our current chief executive, Alan Clark, was appointed in a full-time role. The 40 Group was established in 1956 and arranged study tours in the UK, Ireland, Europe and Canada. (1966) saw the introduction of the 40-hour 5-day working week. This led to an increasing use of refrigeration, dough retarding and freezing in bakeries. In 1973, the UK joins the Common Market and the SAMB is represented at the EC in Brussels. In 1986, A Use Your Loaf campaign to get people to eat more bread is launched by the Scottish Health Education Group. The Centenary Club was set up in 1991 to allow retired people from the baking industry to meet up regularly for visits to bakeries and places of interest, and of course for social events. In the late 90s, mad cow disease has a devastating effect on bakers and butchers across Scotland. But the industry survived. In 1999, past President Alan Stewart established the Pie Club and the World Scotch Pie Championships. New Chief Executive Alan Clark leads the first ever Scottish Bakers Board strategy away days, and a new strategy of profile, policy, people and professionalism is developed. At the start of the millennium, Carr's Flour developed a new mill, Hutchison's Mill, in Kirkcaldy. In 2012, the Scottish Baker of the Year Awards launched. The competition celebrates the best of Scottish baking, with awards for morning roll, scone, bread, individual cake, savoury and biscuit. And the first Scottish Baker of the Year award went to Harry Gow's Bakery in Inverness, with Paul Hollywood presenting the awards. In 2013, Scottish bakers launched their first ever manifesto. In 2014, the first ever Scottish Bakers Export Group was established. In 2015, Scottish bakers win Conference of the Year at the UK Association Award. In 2016, Scottish Bakers celebrates its 125th anniversary. Scottish Bakers, the voice of the baking industry in Scotland, for the good of all.